I am very excited for the grand new world that is soon to come. It has been a fascinating time because it's an excellent opportunity once the dust settles to reshape the world. What did I always say? This day would come and you will be cast aside and all that will remain is purpose.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 5129 is available.
You and I both know the support for the Shrader Nation is crazy. You see it every night on this story. You're gonna be blown away when I say this. I really am a living god. Look what an amazing job I did. 2 years ago, I was a total loser. But nobody cared who I was before I put on the sport coat. I didn't do that, even though I wanted to. I didn't, because I'm a good person. People don't think I know that I'm crazy. Luckily, I do. Why? Because of the will to power, scared of going back to who I was, angry at people that make fun of me, and filled with love for the Empire. Boy, ceramic composite, baby. This can take a 30-06 armor-piercing round. One day, the world is going to burn. Who knew that would ever happen? This does not make us sound like the bad guys, because we're the good guys.
It comes extremely naturally to me.
Hello, my name is Cazen Morrison, and I'm the one making the documentary about Shrader. Let me tell you about him. Benjamin Shrader, self-ordained #1 party promoter in Texas, CEO of Shrader Promotions LLC, and avid lover of business professional attire. A man in the public eye. I met Shrader in an elevator, where he immediately showed me his follower count and a photo of him and Lady Gaga. His Instagram stories have held my attention hostage ever since.
Oh, Ben, what are you up to tonight? Oh, you know, the usual, just crossing the Rubicon and crushing people.
However, on December 31st, 2021, Shrader would make his last Instagram post and vanish from the internet and College Station altogether. No posts since then, no stories, no social media activity. He's gone completely missing. But I'm gonna find him. And I kinda have to. I have to finish this documentary. I'm making a documentary about him. I have to...
At the tone, please record your message.
How to find Benjamin Shrader. DM him on Instagram. Doesn't work. No response. Text him. Doesn't work. No response. Shit. Shrader lived in College Station, where he attended Texas A&M University, I think. Travel there. Go through the archives of Shrader's Instagram to find out who was liking and commenting on everything. I message the consistent ones. Lead a series of interviews. Have them recount stories and express their ideas on Shrader. Maybe they know where he went. The primordial question. Why do you think he wears a suit every day?
Dress for the job you want, not the one you have.
So I met Benjamin on Northgate, and he came up to me and said that he needed a film guy.
I saw this guy walking in a suit. He had all these cameramen with him, and one guy that was holding a light.
He has me record when we go to the clubs and whatnot.
And I turned to my friends, I was like, oh, who is that guy? Is he famous? And my friends were like, yeah, he's famous. His name's Ben Shrader.
He's a celebrity around here for sure, local. He doesn't have an ego or anything. He's a good dude. I mean, supreme leader. I mean, everything always has to have a leader, so.
I am very attractive.
He's larger than life. You think of the limits of what a person can portray themselves on, and he takes that to a whole other end of the spectrum. What's a character and what's not his character? What's the real Benjamin?
One of my greatest qualities is my intelligence. Second, my physical prowess and just pure charisma.
My personal favorite off-the-cusp moment, when he turned 21, he had a video of popping champagne, and he uses a knife or something to cut open the top, and he puts it in his mouth, and it explodes into his mouth. But then, to help save the video, he looks into the camera and winks.
You can also see in a few of his Instagram videos sort of propaganda art on his wall of Soviet propaganda, kind of the workers' revolution. However, instead of it being some sort of Soviet leader, it is him photoshopped into it. And it'll be the same sort of photo printed multiple times, and it's all posted in his room.
There is so much to be done, and I am exhausted.
I kind of am a fan, because I have to like him, but I work with him too, so I'm kind of higher up a little bit than the Shrader Nation. I don't want to say like, I'm not saying that with like an ego or anything.
I don't know what makes it like so interesting to me, but I can't stop watching everything.
You want to know who's agitated? You'd never guess. It's me. Oh, how far we've come.
My G Little was like, oh my gosh, if you can get Ben to come, I'll Venmo you $1. And we were like, oh, ha ha ha, yeah. And suddenly he's at my party and we're like, oh, this is so funny. Like, this is hilarious. And so like people were taking pictures of him and he was like, oh, let me get a picture of the birthday girl.
I know I'm quite cool. I have a certain swagger to me, sort of a bad boy appeal.
I took a picture. It was like me, Ben, and my friend and her roommate. He stayed with us for the rest of the night. We like went out to like Northgate, I guess, together. Like he paid for a bunch of people's like rides on the Fetty or whatever. He got bottle service for my whole birthday party like group. Like he was like spending a bunch of money, or maybe he just had like connections. And then I was hanging out with his best friend Colton and we were walking to leave Northgate and then Ben just like disappeared. I never saw him again.
Ben is our theme today. If it seems like it here on Central Texas Gardener, we have a wonderful young guest here joining us. He's Commander Ben, and this remarkable young man has created a website and undertaken kind of a war against invasive plants. And we're here to celebrate you, Ben. Welcome to the program.
I'm so happy to be here. It's going to be really fun.
Before Benjamin Shrader, there was Commander Ben. Ben's first ever online appearance was on May 3rd of 2011 on commanderben.com, where he waged a war against invasive plants. Who will fell this titan?
I think they've lost me. Ah! Hello, my name is Commander Ben, and I lead the fight against invasive plants. I stole these documents from their laboratory citadel, where I battled them back and escaped barely alive. But I bring you these documents and I will bring you...
Well, tell me how you got started in this war against invasives.
And I wanted to really do something that no one else had ever done before. And I have very severe dyslexia, so my dad was reading me the newspaper. And he was reading about these plants that were invading our native ecosystem. And I was thinking, my goodness, these terrible invasives, it's a battle of good versus evil in nature. Well, how I mainly spread the word is through my blog and a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. I also do Twitter and all sorts of different things to really get the word about invasive species out there. Mm-hmm. I also give talks and go around to the different invasive meets to meet people, be there, and learn about the latest technology in defeating invasives.
Okay, so you have this army of folks. What are their weapons? What's the weapon in this war?
Well, our main weapon is social media.
So what is your next adventure for Commander Ben?
There's so many adventures, so many different paths to take, and my biggest adventure is I'll be starting high school. I've been homeschooled all my life, so it should be a really great experience.
Anything's possible. 2 years ago, I was a total loser. And now, you know, hanging out with G-Eazy, backstage at all these incredible things, putting on these great shows. Why? Because of the will to power, scared of going back to who I was, angry at people that make fun of me, and filled with love for the Empire.
What happened to this person? How does someone like Benjamin Shrader just disappear? Suddenly, and without warning, on the Ides of March, Benjamin Shrader would make a post.
I've been away. I've been away because of a serious matter. I had major brain surgery. I had a golf ball-sized brain tumor. Yeah, but I'm back, and during my surgery, I really realized what's important. The money, the women, the fame. But yeah, I just prepared myself a lobster, so just about to enjoy this guy. But I'm back. I'm not dead. You can't kill me, so much love. I had a golf ball-sized brain tumor. But yeah, I'm back. I'm not dead. You can't kill me, so much love.
Holy update. So I just woke up. And I got a text. It reads, "Hey buddy, sorry I haven't been in touch. I would love to do a documentary. Yes, let's talk tomorrow."
So I'm about to go meet Benjamin for the first time. Should I turn this on?
No.
Ben. Robbie's here too.
And you're here. Oh my God, everybody's here.
Would you say you and Ben are like best friends?
Yeah.
That's nice.
He's my boy.
What's something you think a lot of people get wrong about Ben?
Yeah, so I would have to say it's the way he's publicly portrayed, probably on social media, where he's confident, right? But in person, it translates well. And then whenever he tries to be overconfident, it's obvious that he's making a joke. Whereas online, the like sarcasm or satire, it's a lot less translatable and it's harder to read. My experiences in person and around other people around him, he's always treated everyone with respect and very like humble, modest person, though his online persona wouldn't probably lead you to that without having some interaction with him. So I think it depends on the medium that you get to know Ben.
So why did you become a party promoter? What brought you to like parties?
College kids like to party. If I control partying, college kids will like me. That was the fundamental thought behind it, and a rehearsed line, of course, for that exact kind of question. But yeah.
Tell us about the brain tumor and the surgery.
So I went to the doctor and he says, you have a golf ball sized brain tumor growing from your ear and pushing up against your brainstem. You're probably going to lose control of the right side of your face. You're probably going to lose your balance and have trouble walking, and you're probably going to go deaf in that ear. But I go, I get the surgery, I do what needs to be done, 61 stitches, and let me tell you, when I got out of the surgery, I knew it was done because I heard nothing in this ear. The pain was strong, but I can deal with a lot of pain because I'm always an emotional pain. It's a joke, of course, but humor is probably how I got through this too. But recognizing those stages of grief and coping with them, and saying, okay, sometimes the whistle blows and you need to go over the trench and you need to do what needs to be done. And it's really hard, but it needs to be done. And I don't know if our generation has this, but sometimes you have to just do things because they need to be done, because it's the right thing to do, or maybe it's not the right thing to do, but you just need to do something. I put everything into this. I sacrificed everything. Every dollar in my bank account, every friendship that I had, every love that I had. I would be out every single night, going and shaking the hands of bouncers, introducing myself, going out and getting pushed away, getting laughed at, getting rejected. Every single night when other people went out and were partying or were sleeping, I was trying. I do a lot of the Shrader Nation stuff because I wanted attention. I wanted popularity. I wanted, I don't even know if power is the right word, but influence, not to be left out, or the ability to create things so that I would not be left out. If you're going to create the world you want to live in, you have to. And yeah, I got laughed at a lot, or I did things for attention that were stupid because I didn't know what to do, and I made a ton of mistakes. And I still do. I make mistakes every day. I could be making one right now. We got through it, and I'm very lucky that I did not lose control of my face, that my balance came back to me very quickly. I've said I healed beautifully, and, well, beautifully, but there it is. 61 stitches, large scar, deaf in the right ear, but besides that, I'm kicking again. And the day of revenge is coming. So I'm getting back to it, and it's good to be back. Let me not wax philosophical with you, but I believe it was Plato or Socrates or one of them that said, I don't know what death is. It's either a place where I will be able to have great conversations with all of the wonderful minds of old, or it is a long sleep, and I could use the rest. So. What did I always say? This day would come when you will be cast aside, and all that will remain is purpose. And you acted like you didn't know who I was in that video. That's what's hurtful. But 3.4 million. 3.4 million! So, yes, sorry about the whole thing. I'm sure it was a little awkward, but I will say, hey, opportunity for us both. We have to do something again, my God.
I can't help it. I'm just so funny. I obviously went viral.
Of course, a beautiful woman like yourself, and of course, a very attractive man like you. It's unavoidable.